Hello friends, it's Emma from MK Plans, and today we are doing a 2023 planner rewind, I guess. This idea was completely inspired by Domi from Bonjour Domi. She posted a story saying it would be funny for people to do tier lists for their 2023 spreads, and I thought, you know what? I haven't actually filmed a flip through. Well, I kind of filmed part of it and then gave up, but I haven't done like a review. Why not? Let's give it a go. I had a lot of issues trying to find, like, obviously this is not the normal tier list format. Like, there's a website that's literally like tierlist.com, but I could not get it to work. It just, no matter what it did, it just was not working. So I decided to go to Canva instead. It looks a bit different. It's the same premise. There's my cat in the background. I will be doing it on screen record and like moving the pictures and everything, but then when I go in and edit it, I'll put a bigger photo of all the, I'll put a bigger version of the photo on the screen so you can actually see the spread that I'm talking about. But every spread should be on my Instagram as well if you want to go and have like a more, I don't know, in-depth look. So anyway, let's get started. So my categories are fave, so my top favorites, which is like the normal S tier. Happy with, which is like a good spread. I'm happy with it. It came together how I, planned. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have a lot in okay because generally I love something or I hate something. I'm not very neutral, but we'll see. And then I've got not a fan, kind of speaks for itself, and then major flop. So let's get into it. It's in week by week order, so literally from like the first week of the year all the way through. So firstly, we have a summer. Oh, actually, that's probably, I can like show you the spread like this. That'll save me time editing actually. And then kind of like bring it down. So this is the very first week of January, and this was actually, if I did a post on Instagram showing my favorite spreads of each season, and this was my number one favorite spread of summer. It is a kit from Happy Sticker Designs with blue shattered hollow foil, and I just love the colors and that sort of thing. So this is going to be a very amateur like video also. I'm putting that in fave because, as I said, it was my literal number one favorite summer spread. Then we move on to this kit here, and also I just couldn't get the lighting to work on my photos, and I was taking 52 of them, so give me a break. I've really tried my best. Of course, the cat has to be in the litter box as I'm filming. Anyway, this was a spread for my best friend's daughter. She was born this week, and her baby shower theme was Pooh Bear. But I was away for a baby shower, so I couldn't go. So I decided to use the kit for her birth instead. So I used like hot gold with the spread. I like this. I don't love it, so I think I'm actually going to put this in okay. It's fine. It just, didn't really wow me. All right, so let's put you there. Then we get into this spread, which was actually one spread I was really excited about. For some reason, I thought it was like going to be a real hit. It's also from, the previous kit was from SPC, I don't think I said. This is from Happy Sticker Designs as well. I used gold hollow foil and, I don't know. I just thought it was going to be the move, but can you please take this elsewhere? I'm trying to film. I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't love it. I don't know why. So this is going to go into, disappointingly, not a fan, actually. Our first one in there. Next, that works well. We are going into another summer spread, actually. This was a contender for my favorite summer spread. I really love the bright colors, and it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I used hollow, and in the actual spread, the hollow like really pops off against the colors, because hollow is pretty much the colors of this spread, like pink, blue, green, purpley, but it just really popped. And I also don't use hollow a whole lot because I don't love hollow. I love sparkle hollow, but not normal hollow. So yeah, just interesting, like when you get to use a foil that you don't normally get to. So we're going to put this in Happy With, because I feel like it's not my favorite, but I was really happy with it, as the name suggests. Then we go into, that kit was also from Caress Press, and the art was Sadie Piper, same as this, Caress Press, Sadie Piper art. Another bright, fun spread that I really vibe with. I used I did not use rainbow. I used Orange Sparkle, which is actually used to be one of my favorite foils, but I just haven't used it in a while. I don't know. Just haven't had a chance to use it in a while. So I really like this. I also brought in a pop of, what's this? Lemongrass, I think. Or actually maybe it was lime at the time, because lemongrass wasn't really a thing. We're going to put this in Happy With, because as the name suggests, I am happy with it. Then we've got another, I need to just remember to just click on it because then it opens. Another, not a fan. I was kind of hyped about this, but I think it was just I bought this kit from the wrong shop and I used the wrong foil, because I saw other people use this kit and it turned out so much better than mine. So I bought this from Pink Diamond, and I just don't think the colours are, like, the orange is a really dark, kind of burnt orange that I just don't think really match the summer vibes of the spread. And then I pulled in blue hollow, which it makes total sense with the kit. Like, I totally get why I did that, but nothing pops. It kind of all just, like, blends together. Like, I feel like I saw people using, like, champagne lights and gold, and I feel like that is definitely more the move than the blue hollow that I used. So she's not a fan. Also, I apologize if you're going to hate that all the things are different sizes, but whatever. Then we get into, this is another disappointment actually. I really was hyped for this to do like one day, like one colour per day. I really thought this was going to be like some groundbreaking stuff, and well, I like this one. I don't hate it, but it's just did not turn out how I thought it would, to be honest. I don't know, it just doesn't pop as much as I envisioned. I think it doesn't help that I used green underlays. Like, I feel like I should have used rainbow, because like I use rainbow foil everywhere else. But yeah, not a fan. Am I gonna run out of room here? We'll see. Then we've got my Valentine's Day spread. So this was from Caress Press and Sadie Piper art, and I used a mix of lavender hollow and silver. And I was really hyped for this. I thought it was going to be a good one, and I really am happy with the way it came together. So we love her, just like a monochromatic moment with like a pop of silver, just to kind of mix that in there. So we're going to put that in Happy With. Then we go into a kit, what's this called? Spread that I absolutely fucking hate. This art is like cursed to me. I bought it from a shop, got it in the mail, and I really didn't like it. I didn't like the print quality. I didn't like the colors. So I destashed it. Then I bought it from Caress Press thinking, I love this art. Like, I'm going to make it work. And then somehow I laid the spread down and still hate it. So I just don't know what I did wrong. I used Sparkle Hollow and Light Pink, and I don't know. I just do not like this. I think it's just cursed. So we're going to put this in Major Flop. That's how much I dislike it. Our first casualty. What have we got next? This is my final summer spread of the year. Well, it was like a low-flying plane going overhead. My last summer spread for the year. And I used this Glam Planner Mystery with blue and silver. Love the way this came together. This was kind of an unexpected, I was going to do a category that was like unexpected win, but then I thought like it was just getting too complicated, and this would go in there. I really liked this spread. I really liked the blue foil. I used a bit of a different shade of blue than what was in the kit, and I just think it kind of popped, which I was very happy with. So, love her. Next, we go into a photo that I apologize. I have no idea why it's like, looks like the kit is black and white. It's not black and white, but the colors are very dark. and this is my Twilight week, so I did this in March because we're now into March, and March is my birthday month. However, we are now 2 for 2 Twilight kits and 2 for 2 spread fails. I don't know what it is. Both times I have used Twilight kits, I've hated both of the spreads, and this one's no different. I think just the dark colours just does not vibe with like how I like to do things, so she's in the bin. Sorry, Eddie. Next we are on to the week before my birthday, so I decided to do a kind of birthday lead up kit. I've been like so obsessed with Jurassic Park over the last year especially, and so I decided to use this dinosaur. Although it's very much like kid themed, I don't care. Kid themed dinosaur, but I actually ended up meeting Mackenzie, my best friend's daughter, so it kind of worked out that it was kid themed, even though like it wasn't the intention. I used green holo and lavender from Alicia Craft, which was like just a wild combo, and she's going in okay. I don't love her and I don't hate her. Then we go into my birthday week, which I had very high hopes of, and unfortunately she does not live up to the hopes that I had. I think the colours just don't work for me. I love this art from Sadie Piper, but I just think the colours used in this kit, like the purple, the weird orange tone, the like shit coloured green, the black, I just don't think they go together, and I think that's what I don't like about this kit. I love the foil that I used. Like, I don't know. I'm disappointed in her, so I don't know if it's bad enough. I don't hate it. Do I put it in not a fan? I reckon she's got to go in not a fan. That's pretty harsh. Alright, my friends. It is a couple of days later, and we are back, and I'm going to try and finish this video in the same flow that I had at the start of this video. So, we just put my birthday spread in the bin, which is quite harsh, but, you know, I was not a fan, so we move on. So, next we have my Easter spread, which actually was in contention for my favourite holiday spread of the year when I did that post on Instagram. I love pastels for Easter, like that's just Easter to me, but I love that this kit is like pastels but a little bit elevated, like they're not just like boring, like, I don't know, neutral pastels. Like I like a good bright pastel, so I used mint foil, and I just think it really pops against the yellow and the purple are like the prominent colours when I look at this spread for me. So the mint foil, I think, like really pops against that. So she's going to go in fave because I really did like that spread. Next we have a mystery kit from Glam Planner, which was beautiful. I loved this mystery, and I used copper foil. I use like watercolor copper underlays, which you can kind of see in that like light reflection, and then this bottom washi, which you can't really tell, but this is also copper. So I just feel like I pulled like kind of large chunks of copper in, which I really like, because the kit colors in themselves like obviously are quite neutral and reserved, but the copper really, I think just, I don't know, I feel like it works. So got to use a double box, which I always love the big double boxes. I know not everyone's a fan of them, but I love them. So whenever I get to use them, it is a good time. So I'm going to put this in happy with. Like, it's not my favorite spread ever, but I do like it. So we're going to put that there. Next, this is a really poor photo, and I'm sorry, but it's the Oak Ave kit from Caress Press. You can see the hack job that I did with my bottom washi accidentally as I was cutting it down the bottom, so that's fun. I ended up pulling in, I can't remember if it was like burgundy or merlot or something from OK Plans, and the foil bundle just like was not great quality. It wasn't cut very well. The foil was like just not great, so it like I really just wasn't a fan. So it kind of made me not love this spread, which is a bit disappointing because I really like, this was some of my favorite art of all time from Celise. So it's just okay. Like, I feel like there was a missed opportunity. It could have been a real winner, but unfortunately it is not. So anyway, next we have the camping kit, and I had this kit scheduled in summer originally, and then I went, not summer, in spring, and I went to use it, and I was just like, this is not a spring kit. I just don't vibe with it. I think it's an autumn kit, so I ended up moving it to autumn, and I'm really glad that I did. I pulled in orange, well, like pumpkin foil, I think, and like a hot gold, I want to say, and I just feel like this was some really beautiful, unique art, like a unique theme that we hadn't seen before, which I love. The art was beautiful, colours were beautiful, and I feel like this all really came together, so this is a good spread. We're going to put her in happy with. I really don't know if I'm going to run out of room here, but we'll see. Then what's next on this side? We really are fully into autumn, aren't we? So this spread I don't like. I am not sure what it is, but I tried to use a Thanksgiving kit in autumn, which is not like, I have to use kits that are out of season sometimes. Like, that's not unusual, but there's just something about this that I don't love. I don't know if it's because I used rose foil and it kind of just all like mushes in and blends in together. The underlays are in pink tie-dye, which I feel like you can't really see. This like pie crust here is pink tie-dye. I feel like if I'd used pink tie-dye for all of the spread, like the bottom washi and stuff, I might like it a bit better, but I don't know. It's kind of just like a generic, like, kind of a nothing spread. I don't hate it. It's just not, like, it's not really my vibes. So that's that one. Oh dear. This is going straight in major flop, and I'm fully aware of that. This again is some beautiful Celise art that I just butchered. I don't know what it is. It's from a shop that I don't shop from. Well, I don't shop from them anymore, but I haven't used many kits at all from them, and I just wasn't vibing the format. I used matte bronze, which seems like the obvious foil colour, but again, it kind of just all blends and mushes into one. So maybe like a, I don't know, like a brown or something that actually popped, more like maybe even silver might have been a better option. I think the luxe was the right move because the kit is very bougie. And the terrazzo underlay, like, I think that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know. I do know. It's neutral colours. Boring neutral colours are not for me. We know that. No matter how many times I try, they are not for me. So you're in the bin. Bye. Next, I really did not have a good autumn this year. So autumn is, for anyone who doesn't know, my favourite season to plan. And I feel like we've got some big flops. Like, I just was not obviously hitting my strides. So this is another one. This one I don't hate as much, but I also don't love it. And it's surprising because the kit, I remember having the kit in like kit format before it was a spread. And I was so excited to use it. I thought it was just going to be like such a good spread. The washi went so well. I thought the luxe pattern kind of went as well. I didn't use much gold this season, so getting to use gold was a good thing, and I just don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's a major flop, but I'm definitely not a fan, so you can go. I'm really going to run out of room, aren't I? Fine, have that gap. Next is my transition from autumn to winter. And again, like, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. This is the definition of like okay. I used a mixed metal of matte bronze and matte silver, and like, I don't know, it just is. It's not, again, I don't love it and I don't hate it. It's just there. So autumn was really disappointing for me this year. I'm hoping to bounce back next year because, as I mentioned, autumn is my favourite season to plan. Next, we've got one of the, probably the only no, I guess Twilight was pop culture as well, but one of the very few pop culture kits that I used this year. Again, I apologize for the bad photo. It seems like the dark colors just were not picking up. When I was trying to take 52 photos, like all in a row, my phone camera just was not vibing. So I apologize, but it's the SPC Jurassic Park kit. I used this because it was the 30th anniversary of the original Jurassic Park. If you didn't know, I'm a Jurassic Park girly. Like, my whole office that I'm looking at right now is all Jurassic Park themed. I collect things. I love it. So this was a really important spread for me. And this kit is not at all my style. I do not like this artist. I do not like the way that the characters and the people are drawn. Like, I don't. However, I had to buy it because it's Jurassic Park, obviously. I also am not great with dark colours. I just think that it just doesn't go well with my style of, like, foil and that sort of thing. So, as much as I love the theme of this kit, I just don't love the spread. So, I'm going to put it in okay. And the foil colour, by the way, is, I want to say bronze from Planet Choco. If it's not bronze, maybe it's copper, actually. I think I wanted to do bronze, but I couldn't find a shop that had what I wanted, so I'm pretty sure it's copper. So that's a disappointment, but, you know, it is what it is. Next, we go into a major surprise, and this is probably, I was trying to go through and figure out what my actual number one spread of 2023 was, because I feel like I had a flop year this past year, and I feel like it's this spread because of how unexpected it was. So this is a mystery from Glam Planner, and I used Sparkly Red, which, no surprises, Sparkly Red's my favourite. It was my favourite last year as well, and the year before that, actually, so hello. And Matte Silver. So a really, like, off-the-wall combo, but I think it was absolutely the right choice. I love that I pulled in the bottom washi, which is, like, the red that just matched perfectly with the silver bows. I loved the addition of the kind of like tealy grey blue as like just a colour that you wouldn't expect with this colour scheme. So yeah, she is going straight in fave and honestly could be my number one spread of the whole year. I'll try and at the end like reflect on if I think so, but at this point I really do think she was the favourite. Next we've got a kit that I have been sitting on for I reckon this came out in 2021, even 2020 maybe. So what's that, like 2-3 years maybe? And it just went around and around in my lineup, just like not using it, not vibing. And I just thought this year, I've got some movie themed foil. I really think this is the year I'm going to use it. And I actually am quite happy with how it came together. So it was never going to be my favourite spread because of the colours. Again, they're just not my thing. But I feel like overall, considering that, I've done a pretty good job. So I use silver foil as like kind of going with the everything, but also like popping off against the dark colours. And I think that was the right move. So I'm going to put her in happy with, which is a bit surprising. Because I really wasn't expecting to like that spread. Next, we've got what was a contender for my favourite winter spread, which was the one that you just saw before. And this is a mystery from Pink Diamond, and it is like Alaska cruise, Northern Lights kind of themed. And I love a good Northern Lights kit, mainly because it gives us so many foil options, and I get to use this bottom washi. I've done probably 2 or 3, I want to say, Northern Lights spreads in like past planners, and every time I've used that bottom washi because it's just my favourite. So this really came together. I love the colours of this. I love a good like pastel kit with like the purples and the blues for winter, just to break up like the neutral tones. So I think I used Hollow with it as well, which I don't use very often. Okay, I feel like I'm going to run out of room for happy with, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of room, but whatever, we'll figure that out later. Oh, okay, this kit is the prime example of a surprise, oh, my stomach, I don't know if you can hear my stomach rumbling, of a surprise fave. Like, this is another example, again, of a kit that is not in season. So this was like a Caress Press Christmas exclusive from the year before, but it was just way too wintry to use for me in Christmas because Christmas is in summer. So I decided to save it for winter. It also gave me real like Yellowstone vibes with like this barn here. It literally could be the Yellowstone barn. So I saved it for winter, and I think that was really the right decision. I used a mixed metal, no, it's not mixed metal, it's autumn tie-dye, which is like gold, silver, orange, all in the one blend, which I've never used before. And I'm really happy with it. So that, if the category of surprise fave, which I was going to do, was in here, she would definitely be like a prime contender. Next, we've got a kit that is not at all winter themed. This I collaborated with Plan with Elisa, and I actually did a plan with me for it. So if you want to watch that, that is on my channel some time back. And this is the week that I went to Bali for my work's global conference, global top achievers trip, kind of all in one. And I literally had just got this kit in the mail, and I decided it was the perfect kit to use for a Bali trip, like beach club. It's so Bali. So I used green foil, and I like it. I think it's cool. I don't love it. Maybe I would have liked it a bit more not colour blocking, potentially. I don't know. It's fine. Don't love it, don't hate it. No, I think it's happy with. Alrighty, next we have, unfortunately, a surprise flop. So I was really excited for this kit. I thought this was going to be such a fire spread, and I just look at it and I just don't love it. I'm not really sure why. The colours are fun, the foil that I used is fun, like a real hot pink, but I don't know, I don't love it. So she, unfortunately, is going in not a fan. You can go there. Then we go into a coffee spread. Theme. This was another mystery that I'd been saving for a little while. I wasn't quite sure when to use it, but I decided winter was the right choice. I used matte bronze with it, and to be honest, it's fine. It's not like I don't love it or hate it. I'm really running out of room here, aren't I? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna fix this? I think I'm gonna have to go like double layer, because I mean, I know you're not gonna be able. What the hell? Oh, I've already like double. Eee. There's obviously high production value on these videos, like oh man. Okay, sorry, I honestly didn't think I was gonna have that many kids in the one row. I thought it would be pretty even, and I really, if you'd asked me at the start of this video what section is gonna have the most, it would not have been happy with, because I thought this planner was kind of a flop from last year. So yeah, all right, there we go, got some more space. So what the last one was the coffee one. Yep, happy with it, but don't love it. Then we go into this spread, which I absolutely love. Again, another contender for winter spread of the year. So I obviously really popped off in winter this year, which is fun. This kit is from Pink Diamond Planner Co., and it was a mystery, and it was everything that I need in a winter kit. The colours are like so, like the salmony, pinky oranges are just so my colour. And then like the lavender, the bottom washi was literally the exact kit colours. Like it all came together so well. I used matte silver. I think it came with matte silver, and that's what gave me the idea. And yeah, whoa, that's small. So she's going in fave for sure. We love her. And then I think this is We're almost at the end, if not at the end, of winter spreads. This is the last one, that's right. Because I remember posting on Instagram, did I leave the best till last? Another contender. Probably not in the quite as good as the other ones, but still, like, this is one of my favourite spreads of the year. So I feel like I just really popped off in winter. Which is very surprising, this kit, because it's neutral colours, which, as we know, are not my vibe. I think the navy, instead of it being like a grey charcoal, really helped to kind of added a bit of colour to the kit. And I was able to pull in like navy foil. But very happy with that. That was a Caress Press mystery, so she's going into fave as well. That's literally 4 winter, and not just like I use them in winter, but actually 4 winter themed kits. So I really did have a good winter, which is nice because I had a shit autumn. Moving into spring. So I used a couple of Anytime kits towards the end of winter into spring. So this was like the first one. It kind of reminded me of spring colours. Another Caress Press mystery. I used Gold Hollow. And I really like this one. I think this was like another contender for unexpected fave. I liked the art, but I really didn't love the theme. It wasn't like, didn't resonate with me or anything, but I just remember like loving the colours, loving the art. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get it. And I mean, it ended up being pretty good. So we're going to put in happy with. I don't think it's quite a fave, but definitely happy with. You're going in there. Yep. Then we go into a bit of a flop, unfortunately. So I had this kit for a while. It's a mystery from Pink Diamond, and it just got to the point where I was like, I need to use it or I need to destash it. And I'd already bought this really fun purple themed foil to go with the kit, and I was like, I really want to use the foil. To destash it would be a waste, so just use it. And unfortunately, I just really don't like it. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think it flows together at all. I don't think there's any cohesion. I think the colours are very dark. It doesn't work for me. So she's going in not a fan. I think I'm going to have to like squish up all of these columns to fit everything in, but anyway. Next, we've got the first official spring kit of the season. And I majorly screwed up with my foil choice. So because I have to order foil like without seeing the kits in person, most of the time I get it right, but I can often get it wrong. And this is an example of when I got it wrong. I ordered, I think it was called Ballerina from Alicia Craft, but it's like a light pink. And the tone was just completely off. It did not match it was like cool toned, and this pink, this kit is very warm toned. So I decided to keep it because it was very highly like themed, and I'm thinking, when am I ever going to like use this again, right? And then I mixed it with copper foil to kind of bring in that real warm tone, and I think it came out pretty good. I think I saved it. I still don't like the spread overall, like it's just not, I don't know, doesn't work for me, but it's like, okay, I don't hate it, but I feel like I saved it from a real disaster, which it was looking at one point. Then we have the Teddy Bread kit. I think this is from SPC, and I pulled in pearl foil for the first time, and I really like this one. Again, surprising because it's kind of neutral colours, which are not really my thing, but I feel like the green is very much my thing. And then the pearl foil, also being green, really, helped, like, the green factor. So, you're going in happy with. Where are we next? Here. Another spring kit that I'd had for a little while, a mystery kit from SPC when I was still subscribed. I'm not going to spend too long on this one. I like it. I don't love it. I'm just going to put it in okay. I used light pink foil, and it's just there. It's not really... God, see what I mean about flopping this year? I feel like I really just fumbled the bag. I don't know. I don't love many of my spreads. Even though it feels like I like more than I don't like in this, looking at this, but in real life I don't agree with that. Anyway, next we've got, what's this? Another spring kit from, this is again Silly Studio Art. I colour blocked this one and I brought in lavender holo and purple holo. I'm happy with it. I don't love it. I like it. I don't love it. So let's put you in happy with, along with all your other pals. Then we've got my favourite spring spread of the season. This is just absolutely divine. I love the green. I love the purple. I love the colour blocking. I love the lavender foil. This one is a big contender for favourite spread of the year. I love the plaid underlays. I think this all just came together so well. And this is actually a really interesting example of, I don't love this artist style. It just is not my favourite, but I bought the kit because I love the colours so much. And funny, it's one of my favourite spreads of the year. So it just goes to show, maybe sometimes you've just got to, if there's something about the kit that I like, I've just got to go with it. Then we go into another contender for favourite spread of the year. I knew this one was going to turn out well. I just knew it. Surprise, surprise, it's red sparkle foil, like hello, obviously. It's a diner kind of food theme, and I did a mixed metal of red and gold holo for like the two dominant colours in the kit, and it just, this is a prime example of a kit coming together exactly as I envisioned. Like, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I have all these crazy kooky ideas in my head, and then it comes to actually like using them and it just doesn't come together as we have seen, but this one did, so I love her. You can go there. Okay, we're getting towards the end of it. I'm trying not to like drag on or drone on too long. Then we're into, okay, that one's actually not in the right order, sorry. My first Halloween spread of the season, and I absolutely do not like this at all. I don't know what went wrong. I feel like I had the right idea. I love the kit. I love the colours. I liked my foil choice. I just don't like it. This is an example of one that was in my head really, like, I was so excited and it just did not come together on the page. Excuse me. So much so that I'm going to put it in major flop. That's how, like, I don't hate the spread, but from how excited I was to how it came out, that's a major flop, unfortunately. Then we go into this was the one I decided was my favourite holiday spread of this year. I used magenta sparkle and orange sparkle, and this is just, if you say, Emma, give me a Halloween kit, it's black, it's pink, and it's orange. So this is exactly, like, I love a traditional coloured holiday kit. And for me, these are traditional Halloween colours. So I love everything about it. I love the art. I love the theme. I love the colours. This is a fave. So if you hear a bell jingling, I apologise. Nera has just jumped up with me. Okay, I'm going to have to resize these two. I'm sorry. We are really not, like, professional here. I also realised my screen dimension is completely different from my second, like, the first part of this video to the second. Thank you. So I'm really going to have to, like, go in and edit it. I hope, even if you, I don't know. You're probably going to be able to tell, but I'm going to try my best. This is amateur hour, okay? If you've made it this far, well, it's your own fault because you've listened to me drivel for how long? Alrighty, fave. There we go. Next, moving on to another fave. This is the first time I used solid underlays with something over the top, which is pretty crazy. I know that's kind of been taking over this year. So I used navy, solid, and ice on top. And I just love how it came together. I wish you could see a little bit more of those underlays But I don't know. In hindsight, I probably should have used like smaller boxes and that sort of thing, but I did not. So I'm happy with this spread. I think this was a really good one overall, a good Halloween kit. Then my last Halloween kit of the season was the Gothic Romance kit. I think this is from SPC. Love this art. I like how it came out, but I just feel like I could have done it better. Like, I don't know how, I don't know what, I just feel like it's not quite my best work. So she's going in happy with. Whereas I feel like it could have been a fave, unfortunately. Then we're moving out of holiday and we are into my final spring spread of this. Actually, there's one more. My second last spring spread of the season, and I use this Glam Planner driving, what's it called? I can't think of the word. Road trip, that's it. Mystery. These colours really just screamed spring to me, and I feel like it came together on the page. I used a mix of sparkly, well, what does Glam Planner call it? Shattered glass, hollow, and pink and orange tie-dye. And I don't mind it. I feel like it's very busy, and it's not a combination that I would use if I wasn't forced to, based on like the matching, foil, but I don't mind it. So we're going to put in happy with. Then we have my Disney Cruise spread, which is one of my favorite spreads of the year again. My first time ever not using full boxes on some days, which is pretty crazy. So I could fit more stuff in, like at the end of the week on the cruise. I used red, white, and silver foil, and I just feel like this is one that came together exactly as I had in mind. And I'm really happy to have this to kind of look back on. So she is going... Nara, can you please not sit on the mouse? I'm really happy I have this one to look back on. Now we unfortunately take a dive into one of my least favourite spreads of the year. This is like major flop territory, and it's really frustrating because I had this kit for like since last year. I didn't use it, and then I was like, I've got to use it this year. I've got themed foil. I've got to use it. And then we flopped this hard. So I use bronze foil. I don't really want to talk about it. I think it's way too busy. It's just yuck. See ya, bye. This is my final spring spread of the year. I use the Lunar New Year kit from SPC maybe. Obviously not Lunar New Year, but I still wanted to use it. And to me, it screamed spring. So I saved it to use in November. I like the colour blocking, I like the foil, I like the kit. It came together pretty well. Not my favourite ever, but I'm happy with it. That's too big, there we go. They're kind of out of order a little bit, so I'm just making sure I give them to you in the right order. This one is next. Next we're into Christmas, and we are almost done, my friends. This kit would go in major surprise if that was a category again. I love the way this came together. It's the Christmas baking kit from SPC. I feel like everyone that I saw use matte bronze with this, which made sense, but I was already using matte bronze for another kit. So I decided to use copper, and I feel like, I'm sorry, but copper was the move. I love how it pops against the colours. It looks like the colour of like a gingerbread man, and there's a lot of gingerbread man in this kit. So I just feel like copper was the right move. Love traditional Christmas colours. I love this artist as well, and I just feel like it came together really well. So this is actually going to go in fave. So I was not expecting that. Then we go into... This was my favourite foil combination of the year, and this was matte bronze and a strawberry, and it was the balsam art from last year. I saved it. I got mine from Pink Diamond, and then I mixed it in with foil. As I said, it was a matte bronze and strawberry, like the most unexpected kit combination. I was just going to use matte bronze, and then I was going through my kits and figuring out how I could like spice them up and make them a bit better. And I was like, hold on, what if I use like one of the beautiful like pinky reds in this kit? And then I found strawberry and my life changed. So That's also a fave. Then we've got the second last kit of the year, and it is The Grinch. Again, this kit and this artist is not at all my style. However, The Grinch is my favourite Christmas movie, and we watch it every Christmas Eve. So because Christmas Eve was not on the same week as Christmas this year, I thought it was the perfect kit to use, and I had to buy it. So I love that I was able to pull in this bottom washi. In the picture, it looks like it doesn't match, but it actually is almost a perfect match for this like Wednesday and Sunday colour. And it's not really a bottom washi kit colour that I get to use very often. So I love that. I love that I got my custom multi in the Grinch font as well. I think that really pulls it all together. And overall, it's in Sparkly Hollow, and I'm happy with this one. And then last but certainly not least is my actual Christmas week. And this is Christmas Countdown from Pink Diamond, and I use Sparkly Red. I have to do a traditional Christmas kit with Sparkly Red on the week of Christmas. I don't make the rules. Well, I do make the rules, but, I just have to follow them. So, I like this kit. I just don't love that, in saying how Christmas Eve and Christmas were on a different week this year, so it meant I got to use, the Grinch kit. I also don't love that Christmas was on Monday, and then, Christmas is over, and then I had a Christmas kit for the whole rest of the week. When I was laying it down, I really didn't like that. But I can't not use a Christmas kit on Christmas, so I don't know. I feel like although it's satisfying that the new year started on the 1st, I feel like this week was not ideal. So I'm going in happy with. I don't it's not my favourite ever. So after much yabbering, that is my final kit lineup. Not kit, what the frick? My 2023 tier list. For those who care about the boxes being the same size, I am very sorry. That's going to hurt to look at. But overall, I guess I'm surprised with how many I'm really happy with, because as I've mentioned a few times, I really thought this year was a flop. But it's clear I liked more spreads than I didn't like. So that kind of suggests the opposite. We've got 5 in major flop, which I guess out of 52 weeks is actually not that bad. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in not a fan. So what's that? 11 overall that I didn't like. I feel like that's pretty good. In 52 weeks, if only less than a quarter I don't like, I've actually had a pretty good year. So let me know what spread is your favourite. I'm sorry this is tier list but amateur style. I've really tried my best. Domi, I hope if you've made it this far, I made you proud. I gave it a go. Thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think. I'll catch you. I don't know when my next video is going to be, if ever, but I'll catch you then. Bye.